talk a little bit about your emotions signing with South Carolina and just a big day.
Very excited for the opportunity to be a Gamecock, and it's been since sophomore year since I committed, but I'm just happy it's out of the way and it's official now. I'm looking forward to getting down there.
Yeah, and you went on your official visit last week and got to see the rest of the guys. Talk a little bit about that. What were some of the highlights and getting to see the coaches again, being a part of the USC atmosphere?
Well, it's great to be down there, and I love it. I love it down there. That's why I chose it. And it's good to meet the players for the first time. I knew a couple of them from the past, but it's good to finally get to meet all those guys and be around them. And I like the atmosphere I'm going to.
All right, well, talk a little bit about yourself as a player, especially since you committed. Where have you improved? What kind of changes do you see in your game since you committed a couple years ago?
Right, well, my biggest thing was that I needed to gain a little weight, and when I first committed, I was probably 150 pounds, and now I'm up to about 190. So that was my biggest thing, was gain weight, gain agility, and get faster, and try to improve bat. And I think my bat has come a long way. So it's trying to turn myself into an all-around good player.
All right. For people who haven't seen you play, kind of describe yourself out on the field. What do we expect to see from you defensively, and what kind of hitter are you?
I work gap to gap, hit a lot of doubles, and I can drive the ball with power. And then behind the plate, I'm very solid. Block to keep the ball in front, good catch and throw guy, and very reliable. Very good guy, very good behind the plate.
Well, what are some of the things that led you to choose South Carolina?
Well, I love what Coach Holbrook had to say, and he was very upfront with me, and the facilities are second to none in the country, and all I wanted to do was just make sure that it was the best fit for me, and I had other offers and everything like that, but I thought that South Carolina fit was best for me and fit my game with that made the most sense for me.
For a good 15 years or so, South Carolina's really put out a string of very good catchers, Grayson Griner being the most recent one. Just what does it feel like to go into a program with that reputation of having a lot of good catchers, and does that put a little added pressure on you, make you a little excited? What does that do?
Right, it gives me that will to compete and that will to be the next guy in line, and I know that going into South Carolina, the coaching is good, so that has to be a reason why the catchers are so good. So I'm looking forward to learning from the coaches, and looking forward to being the next guy in line.